Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's Mount Olive High School Spring Band Concert. Thank you all so much for being here to support our student musicians and help celebrate their hard work, dedication, and growth that they've shown throughout the year. This has been quite a year for our instrumental department here at the high school. Starting with our marching band season, we had an extremely successful marching band season. It was very award-winning. It's probably one of the best seasons we've had in a number of years, which is really, really wonderful. And right from there, we went into our curricular groups who had a number of performances. They performed at various festivals like the Metropolitan Wind Band Invitational, as well as they performed and were adjudicated at the New Jersey Region Concert Band Festival, and they performed extremely well, scored very highly. And then our wind ensemble was also invited to perform at the State Gala at William Patterson just a couple of weeks ago. So that's really a lot of things. And then from there, we also have our after-school jazz ensemble who performed equally as well. They placed high in many of their festivals and competitions, winning different ensemble awards as well as solo awards and section awards. So we're extremely proud of everybody in our department for sure. And because of those things, another award that we received was for 10 years in a row. As you can see in the program, we've been chosen as a National Association for a Best Community for Music Education by the National Association of Music Merchants, which is something that I share and congratulate with everybody in this room, because if it wasn't for our amazing staff and students and the support that we receive from all of you and from our administration, nothing would be possible in the school community. So I share that distinguished award with everybody here this evening. Please let me also thank Mr. Matt Bippert, who's in charge of sound and lighting this evening. Thank you to our administration, Dr. Banja and Mrs. McDermott, as well as the administrative team here at the high school, Mr. Stansberry, the high school principal. Thank you so much to the students and congratulate them for all of their hard work and their dedication to our programs. Thank you, the parents and the family members, for supporting them and supporting our programs. Nothing would be possible without you. Thank you to my colleagues, Mr. Pasquale and Mr. Hendricks, for the long hours and hard work and dedication that they pour into this job day in and day out. I truly appreciate it. Tonight's performance is especially meaningful as well as we recognize and celebrate our senior band members. So to all of our seniors, thank you so much for your leadership, your musicianship, your commitment, and memories that you've brought to this program. Whether this is your final concert performance or one of many musical experiences still ahead of you, we are incredibly proud of all that you have accomplished and wish you nothing but success in the future. And I also would like to extend a sincere thank you to the senior parents and families. Your support over the years, from rides to rehearsals, performances, competitions, fundraising events, driving to different music stores to get various supplies, and countless hours of encouragement has certainly helped make any of these experiences possible for your children and for our music program as a whole. So we all truly appreciate everything that you have done. I was trying to count on my hand as I was walking in here. If you just did the bare minimum of terms of from starting in 4th grade and then doing just the required amount of performances, you probably have close to 30 concerts that you have seen in this district, but there's not many students that just do the bare minimum. There's students that are involved in many other ensembles in the district, so I thank you so much. That's a large portion of time that you've spent with all of us, so I thank you all so much for that support. Thank you for being here tonight. I want to wish you all a very happy and healthy rest of the school year, a fun and relaxing summer. And I ask that you would please all rise for the playing of our national anthem and help me welcome to the stage the symphonic band under the direction of Mr. Pasquale and Mr. Hendricks.
All right, so good evening. We're so happy that you're able to join us for tonight's spring concert. So this round of Symphonic Band program has been a lot about contrast. So this last piece, there was lots of contrast as to where the melody was, who had counter melody, and it was literally changing on them almost every 8 measures, every 4 measures. In addition, this next piece is a huge contrast to what you just heard. You just heard some Percy Grainger. Now we're switching it up to another composer, John Mackey, where we're going to go to a completely different sound and vibe. So here we go. Let's see how we contrast.
Hey everyone, my name is Daryl Hendricks, and this is the Mount Olive Jazz Ensemble. I'm going to say a couple words about this. We're still moving a couple things up on stage, so we're really happy we can join the concert tonight. The last time the Jazz Ensemble joined the spring concert was back in 2011. All right, so we're excited to join the concert once again, and we're going to play 3 selections for you, and we're going to feature a couple of the soloists. All right, I will be making announcements about the soloists sometimes during the pieces and sometimes at the end of the pieces. All right, but if you hear a soloist stand up, come up front and play. If you like what you hear, it's not like the concert bands where you have to wait till the end and applaud. Man, you can jump up, shout, you can dance. Well, don't go too crazy, but you can let them know that you like what you hear, okay? So our first tune is a song by Annie Booth, and it's entitled Nowhere But Here. And we will feature 2 soloists. We'll have Derek Maggio on tenor saxophone, and then we're going to have Andrew Andrew on the alto saxophone. Okay, here we go. Oh, Derek Maggio. We're going to go on. How about a hand for Andrew Povkovich? Andrew Povkovich. All right, we're going to slow things up a little bit. This is another tune by Annie Booth. She writes so well. She's so sincere. She's a pianist that lives and teaches out in Colorado, and she's a new and up-and-coming jazz soloist and also jazz composer. So you're going to hear a lot more about her from other jazz ensembles. We're kind of like one of the first groups in the area to really start playing a lot of her material. So we're going to do a tune called Cactus Blossom. We're going to hear a lot from Jaden Oakley. He's going to be doing a duet with Sarah Hendricks on flugel. You'll feature up front for a little while. And then we're going to hear from Gabe Gutierrez on the guitar. We're going to hear from Anch Parekh on bass. We're going to hear from Alex Marichal on the trombone. And then finally, we're going to wrap things up with a little Jaden Oakley on the soprano saxophone. Okay? So here we go, Cactus Blossom. Would you believe me if I told you we haven't rehearsed in 2 weeks? It's not bad, right? Seriously, what was the last time we played? A couple weeks ago? Yeah. We met for like 15 minutes today, so sorry it's a little rusty, but I think they're doing a great job. So we're going to finish up with one last tune. This is by Duke Ellington. This is Harlem Air Shaft, and it's supposed to depict all the different sounds you would hear if you lived in like a third or fourth floor walk-up in Harlem. If you've lived in that neighborhood, then you know exactly what we're kind of discussing here. You hear people, talking nicely to each other. You hear people yelling. You smell incredible food, all the kind of different senses. So this is what this song is supposed to depict. And we're going to hear from two more soloists, actually three. We're going to hear from Jane Atkinson first on trombone. He has a few notes, but we might as well mention him. Otherwise, Alex is going to say something to me about it. So then we're also going to hear from Derek Maggio on clarinet. And then finally, we're going to hear from Riley Cerullo back there on the trumpet. So this is Harlem Air Shaft, Duke Ellington, and this is our last piece. So thank you very much. Okay, give us a few minutes. We're going to transition to our next ensemble, which will be the wind ensemble. All right, and you'll see some of the same faces up there. So just give us a few minutes to get reset and rearranged. Thank you very much. Okay, I think we're started. We're ready to get started. Without further ado, can I please introduce our first conductor for tonight? My sincere colleague, having a great time with him, Mr. Pasquale. Well, it's my pleasure to introduce yet another conductor to come up. It's like I'm almost not doing my job here tonight. This is a student, Anthony Lucarello. He arranged he transcribed and arranged this composition. It's by Arnold Schoenberg. And if you're familiar with Arnold Schoenberg is very famous for music that not everyone really likes. He wrote for Cyril music, and also it was 12-tone music, where it didn't really make a whole lot of sense unless you were really engaged and loved math, okay? And I know we have a lot of students that love math in here. I know many of you like math too, but I don't think you want to listen to music that's really composed by math. So this is one of Schoenberg's earlier pieces that Anthony has written for, and you're going to really enjoy it. So it's a beautiful piece. Please welcome to the stage, Anthony Lucarello. we're going to give Anthony just another minute to assemble his saxophone and come back out on stage. Just the next piece, this has been a long-term project for us. This is Man in Veen. This is an oldie but a goodie. This is an old warhorse for the band literature. And this is a legitimate piece that this ensemble has really grown. If I played the recording of this band, sight reading this back in January, to how they sound now, you understand why I'm trying to explain to you right now. The level of dedication to this piece, the level of preparation, the level of just focus and determination with learning these parts has been second to none. So I'm extremely proud of these guys. They earned a spot at the state gala this past month. They are one of 4 bands from the North Jersey area that were selected out of it's like 55 bands. They came in 3rd out of 55 bands. So yes. So our plan for next week or the week after, we're going to do a little bit of recording. I'd like to start recording with this ensemble and start moving them to the national level, to the National Concert Band Festival. Yes. So in the next couple of weeks, we'll be working. We will record Man in Veen and then also the Stars and Stripes Forever. And then hopefully in the next couple of years, we will record, submit, and send to National Concert Band Festival. There are only 3 high schools in the state of New Jersey that have been selected. Roxbury, J.P. Stevens has been included, and West Orange. Actually, there's a 4th band. They're in Central Jersey. I can't remember the name of it, but there are only 4 bands that have been selected since 1992. That program has been installed. So we're hoping to be one of the next bands from New Jersey to be selected. It's a very, very selective moment. So, all right, I'll kind of let them rest their chops a little bit. We're going to devour this piece right now. So we hope you enjoy Man in Veen. We're going to introduce our seniors at this time, so just give us a couple of minutes. Mr. Pasquale and I are going to meet down there, get a little bit organized, and we will start our senior recognition and awards moment for this evening, okay? So just give us a couple moments. We have about 12 seniors to recognize, so just give us a couple of seconds. Mr. Pasquale joked with me. He was saying that, last year you got signed out from your computer. And I said, I got figured out. I signed in at the very last second, right before the concert started. Well, I'll tell you what, our computer security here is very, very secure. So I'm signing in as we speak. No, I'm not going to tell you what my password is, although he's looking over my shoulder right now. Oh. There we go.
So in the meantime, thank you again for joining us tonight. We hope you're enjoying the music. We have some other great events coming up as well. On Monday, the marching band will be performing at the Memorial Day Parade over in Stanhope and Byram. And then the following Saturday, we'll be right here in town as Mount Olive celebrates the 250th anniversary. We don't have anything else on our calendar, right? I think That's it, and then we'll see these kids for graduation, and that's another year in the books. It's been quite a year. Pool's opening tomorrow, apparently, so that's good. Of course, after the heat wave, but better late than never, right, as they say? All right, we ready? Let's do this.
All right. Thank you for your patience. Again, our school security and technology is very safe. So, all right, we're going to start off with our symphonic band senior member. This is Alejandro Suarez. If you could come on down, please. All right, Alejandro. Alejandro just joined us this year, and he was a member of symphonic band, and he's going to Centenary College, university actually. I just looked that up today. It was actually pretty interesting. I always thought it was a college. It's now a university. So his favorite musical moment is playing Foundry in symphonic band. So that's Alejandro. And once he comes up here, then we'll have him line up with everyone else. Okay. Our next up is Isabella Asaro. Bella, she has been symphonic band, wind ensemble, marching band, and she's planning to go to Ramapo College, and she's going to study biology with a pre-veterinary track and continuing field hockey career at a collegiate level. That's perfect. That would be great. And then her plan and goal is to own her own veterinary clinic one day. That's awesome. For all of you pet lovers, remember her because she will hook us up. So, all right, next up we have Barbara Ashley. Barbara was a member of wind ensemble, marching band, pit orchestra, choir, concert choir, advanced women's, etc., jazz, big band, jazz ensemble, leadership ensemble, spring musical, and Broadway night. She's also been a participant with the North Jersey Area Band, Region Symphonic Band, and Wind Ensemble. And then also, she was also in Region Honor Choir as well. I wasn't aware of that one. That's awesome. She was in the All-State Symphonic Band, All-State Wind Ensemble, and the orchestra. Was a member of the All-Eastern Symphonic Band, the Eastern Wind Symphony Youth Ensemble, Lakeland Youth Symphony, North Jersey Classical Voices, Chatham Community Band. CCM, she's planning to go to CCM and do emergency services major. And then her big goal is to acquire a huge pickup truck. Now, if you know Barbara, I'm jealous because my favorite color is orange, and she has an absolute orange pickup truck with the amber lights on top. My wife would kill me, but I still want to have it. So if you sell that truck, let me know. She wants to also become a fire chief, know Jesus, and own a boot barn. That's Barbara Ashley. Next up, Dylan Church. Dylan Church. He was a member of symphonic band, wind ensemble, marching band. And he's planning to go to County College of MOHS and then transferring to Rutgers, New Brunswick, majoring in education. All right. He's going to be great at it, actually. He's hoping to have a successful career, own a big country house, foster animals. Make sure you keep in touch with Bella over there. She'll help you out with the animals. And then live a peaceful life and own a bunch of dogs. See who I'm talking about. She'll help you out. Help each other out. And that's what it's all about. Okay. Next up is Shannon Gouveia. Shannon, Symphonic Band, Wind Ensemble, Rock and Roll Academy, Marching Band, Paid Orchestra, Spring Musical, and Broadway Night. While we're talking about marching band, Shannon is a good example. She stepped away from marching band for 1 or 2 years and then came back. She loved it too much. So if you left marching band, please come back, all right? We love having all the students involved. It's a great thing. She's planning to go to Shenandoah University with a major in business administration. There it goes. And the computer's moving slow. It's not me moving slow for once. It's the computer. And her plans are to move down south where she can either run her own event planning business or become a stay-at-home mom on a 15-acre ranch with her cowboy husband. Shannon Gouveia. Oh, my word. Dylan Kovac. Dylan has been a member of the wind ensemble, marching band, orchestra, pit orchestra, chorus, concert choir. Wait, were you ever in the pit orchestra? Oh, yes. Sorry, he's always been on stage every time I played in the pit, so I didn't realize that one. So, okay. Concert choir, advanced women's. That's what it's saying. Your name's Dylan, right? That's what it says, correct? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, leadership ensemble, we'll blame the computer again. All right, it's been doing a lot of stuff. Maybe the security is not so good on the computer. Spring musical, Broadway night. All right, and he's playing to his goal is to hope to find passion in a career that helps his love for music and performance continue to grow and thrive. Dylan Kovac. Alex Marichal. Alex Marichal. I warned the kids if they didn't submit their bio, senior bio, I would make up stuff. We had one person that didn't submit it. Are you ready for this? I'm going to be nice. It's okay. So his first year here, he was a member of the symphonic band and the marching band. Then after that first year, he became a member of the wind ensemble, and then started playing with the jazz ensemble. Did you ever play with big band? Yeah, he played with the big band. See, I'm making this up. I'm just getting information. All right, he played with the pit orchestra here, and then some other ensembles that he's played with is Jazz House Kids, which is a jazz foundation out in Montclair's unit. Yeah, you're at the university sometimes, right? But Montclair, the city of Montclair, they play with like world-renowned concert people. So like he's like playing with like real people, like real pros. It's ridiculous. He's also playing with a band called Swing Time down in Hackettstown, and then sometimes you play with the Starlight Orchestra. Those are gigs I used to play. He took my gigs. I'm serious. Like this is wonderful. So we have students that have grown. Like I've seen a lot of these students since they were in 6th or 7th grade. A couple of them actually, like Shannon and Ashley, they came to my house during the COVID years and took lessons in my gazebo in my backyard during the COVID years. So like I've known these guys a long time. Alex just started playing trombone in 8th grade. So he's legitimately taking gigs away from me now. All right. So this is wonderful. This is where we want to be at. All right, where the students become really advanced, and they've grown a lot while being here. All right, he's planning to go to the Temple University. All right, and he's going to study with the great Brad Edwards, who's one of the top call New York trombonists in New York City, and his goal is to be a full-time professional musician. All right, Alex Marichal. Was that nice? It wasn't a roast. I told them I was going to roast if they didn't submit their bios, but that wasn't a roast. Okay. Next up, oh man, this would be great for a roast, but I'm not. Tegan Mendel. Tegan was a member of the wind ensemble, marching band, pit orchestra, jazz big band, leadership ensemble, spring musical. She has also played with the Hackettstown Community Band, which I witnessed. She did a really cool summer program, which is called American Music Abroad, where you go away for 6 weeks, 4 weeks, 2 weeks. They go. I know. They go to Europe for 2 weeks, and they just play music, and they tour around all of Europe. So if you're interested in that, we have connections. We can get you involved with something like that, okay? But it's just great music making. She is planning on attending the Moravian University, studying sociology and environmental sciences. She says she'll also be in the marching band. All right. Her goal in life is to get a 179 on her LSAT, like L. Woods go to law school and become an environmental lawyer to help people and the environment. She wants to also get a pet duck, be a rugby ref in the Olympics, and get really good at decorating cakes. Tegan Mendel. Next up, Anna Mashella. Anna was in wind ensemble, marching band, pit orchestra, jazz big band, leadership ensemble, and Broadway night. She's planning to go to the County College of MOHS, majoring in music recording. Very cool. And she is hoping to be successful doing what she loves. Anna Mashella. Next up, Riley Simmons. Riley has been a member of the Wind Ensemble Marching Band, and she is planning to attend CCM and major in biology. And I'm waiting for the computer again. Don't mind me. I like making noises. It seems to make my computer work faster. It says, I want to work with animals and protect them at national parks. And her hopes are also to continue working with many amphibian and reptile species. All right, Riley Simmons. Talk about a guy I've known since middle school, Ben Schweck. Ben has been in symphonic band, wind ensemble, marching band, pit orchestra, jazz big band. There was a year you made Region Jazz. Was that middle school or high school? Freshman year. That's awesome. So he also is planning to he's going to study abroad. All right, and he's not decided on what his major will be, but he's going to be having a great time hanging out with some old architecture. That's going to be fantastic. I love Europe. His goal is to make good music, take the most of what the world has to offer him, and that's for Ben Schweck. All right. Some of you know them doing some extra graduate work down at Rutgers, and one of the classes I took this past semester, Ben actually helped me with. It's actually computer composition, and he writes a lot of music that was aligned with the course that I was taking. So he was actually tutoring me on a few occasions. So I'm telling you, one guy's taking gigs from me, one's teaching me. It's a perfect world. We have great students here. So, all right? Yes. And last but certainly not least, Hope Wiseman. Hope has been a member of marching band, jazz big band, jazz ensemble, symphonic band, and leadership ensemble. She is planning on attending Moravian University for environmental science, and the goal that Hope has is to promote sustainably, make lots of money, and stay connected to the arts. All right? Hey, on a side note, this is the last Wiseman to come through here. They started in this department when I started years ago. So this is the last. They've been here for 15 years, 16 years? 13? All right. So this is a big deal. The Wisemans have had several children come through the program, and it speaks volumes to our program. All right. So if you have multiple children, keep them involved. We have lots of fun things to do. All right. Next year the band's going to Disney. All right. The marching band is starting to really turn some heads now. It's wonderful. We have a lot of things going on with this department. So if you have family in the department, keep your family going. If you have great kids, send more kids in here, okay? It'll be great. All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, this is our 2026 Band Department Seniors. Great time to take a picture. Okay, we're going to hand out 3 awards tonight. Normally there have been a few more, but we're only handing out 3 awards. All right, so in the past we've handed out a scholarship award that's going to be handed out at the senior scholarship night, and then the color guard award that will be handed out at another time during a banquet or another ceremony. Okay, but for tonight we're going to be handing out the the Leonard Bernstein Award, the Louis Armstrong Award, and the John Philip Sousa Award. Okay, we're going to start with the Leonard Bernstein Award. And this award goes to a student that has showcased an outstanding ability to showcase their musical talents, not only in our department, but in other departments as well. Okay, so this requires a student to be very musical, but also very polite and to be a great leader amongst their peers. And this year's recipient of the Leonard Bernstein Award goes to Tegan Mundell. Okay. Our next award is the Louis Armstrong Award. And this goes to a student that has outstanding jazz musicianship, outstanding leadership in our jazz department, and helps us grow leaps and bounds. And that person certainly has done that. I kind of described it earlier in their bio that they never submitted, and that the Louis Armstrong Award goes to none other than Alexander Marichal. How many of you guys have watched Saturday Night Live? Anybody watch Saturday SNL? So there's a trombone player that plays in their house band. Alex studies with that guy. All right, so just a little fun fact about Alex. The guy's got cool hair and he sounds like $1 million, so I don't have either. Okay, so our last and final award, this goes to a student that just goes above and beyond everything, not only musically, but in the form of leadership, as far as citizenship, and really has helped us really develop the program and grown it. And this year's John Philip Sousa Award goes to none other than Barbara Ashley. Nice job, nice job. I want your truck. I want your truck. She just said I can have her truck. If you read lips, you saw it, so. All right, nevertheless, if you want to take another moment to take a photo of all the seniors, this would be a great time, and then we're going to transition to play one last piece for you. So let's take about 30 seconds. If you want to come up and take a photo of the seniors, please do so. All right. The last three awards that were just awarded, there will be an eternity plate with their name and this year's date that will be hung up out in the music hall wing. All right, there are students that have received this back from the early 1980s, and their names will be added to the list. So if you happen to stroll through the halls in 5 to 10 years and you want to see your child's name if they receive the award tonight, then you will see it. Okay. All right, let's wrap things up, and then we're going to play one last piece for you. By the way, as America's celebrating 250 years, we decided to do, you guys can go on up. I'm just going to talk and buy some time while you go up. We're celebrating 250 years, so Mr. Pasquale and I, we chose to try and have a bit more patriotism than normal. For our concert, and so we opened up with the Star Spangled Banner, and now we're going to close with the song that's probably second runner-up to that, or the runner-up to the Star Spangled Banner, The Stars and Stripes Forever. All right, so if you like to clap along, but if you want to celebrate your patriotism by clapping along or staying up, feel free to do so. No one will judge you at all. Okay, here we go. John Philip Sousa's The Stars and Stripes Forever. Thank you all very much. Thanks for coming out. Support live music. Get home safe so we can see you next time. Thank you very much.